So let's go to number 4. Number 4 is severe income disparity. The income disparity is amongst the biggest issue that our world is facing. The income inequality amongst the population affects the whole economy of a nation. Basically, the population of the developing nation faces such disparity, but however, the financial crisis has led in disparities in developed nations too, which globalization, the purchasing power of the products by the middle class, seems to be difficult keeping inflation in hand. The sustainable growth of the nation gets affected and the pace of disparity increases in longer terms. The tax system levied by the government to its citizen does have some contribution in disparity. So the progress tax system can be the way to eliminate disparity to some extent. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 is, as we all guessed it, poverty. Most of us are busy gobbling up food 4 or 5 times a day. Do we know what being starved feels like? We have good food to eat in our part of the world, but there are people who drink infected water to relieve their hunger. Maybe if we bring a group of rich people in the world together, shed light on poverty in front of them, they would do something about it. Poverty has whelmed not just third world countries but also the country like the United States. Poverty doesn't exist by itself, but by the uneven distribution of wealth among the people in the world. The food few people waste is enough to fill the stomach of the poverty-struck people in the world. So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is population growth. If you get off to the market, you might not find what you actually were looking for, but you certainly will find a monstrous crowd that will suck the soul out of your body. The world's natural sources are limited compared to its population. The shortage of natural resources and diversity makes increasing population even bigger issue that the world has encountered. Not only limited to the natural resources, the world faces bigger issue with unemployment, poverty, and disparities. The current world population measures the staggering 7 billion and it is growing at a 1.14% a year, despite all of the remedies that we have taken. The population has increased due to high growth rate in developing nation due to unavailability of protective measures and proper knowledge regarding the consequences. The increasing population is destroying nature in order to fulfill their desires, which have led in other natural disasters too, affecting even more on living beings. So let's go on to number 1, the last major problem. Number 1 is drug abuse. A large number of our youths today have proneness to drug abuse. There could be various reasons for someone to get into drug abuse. Peer pressure, family issues, or an urge to experience a different feeling or thrill, and similar things could add up as a reason for development of this bad habit. We usually view drug addiction as a social stigma and discard those people who are plunged into it. Not just the person who does it suffers, but also the people and society related to them does. Those drug chemicals get into the brain's communication cells and disrupt the way it receives, sends, and manages information. It's really depressing to have someone you love or care for have drug abuse. So these aren't the only problems the world is facing today. There are numerous other problems prevailing in the world. The difference between East and West have created a line between developed countries and the third world countries. We actually need to work on solving these problems instantly by running several awareness campaigns and national or international level projects. We certainly need to do something about it and make the world a good place to live in. So, there you have it, everyone. Yun yung 10 major problems that our world is facing today. Hindi ko man alam kung paano sasagutin yung lahat ng problema na yun. But if we start doing small things one by one, maybe in the near future or someday, we can actually make a change to our world. So, thank you sa lahat ng mga nakinig and good day to all of you.